It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Raiders and the Rams.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book. He's an asset to have in any offense.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully
between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Well, they told us that he was just going to be a bear to defend, and usually tight ends are, Charles, but he's no exception to that rule. His second catch of the opening possession, and it gets him a first down.
Yeah, and they certainly saw something on his earlier reception. He went back and reported what he found.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Raiders are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
The tackle there by Jermaine Pratt. Second down and 8. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's third down.
Those are the ones you dream of as defenders. I think if he gets eyes on the ball a little bit earlier, he might come away with it. Instead, it's going to wind up as just an incomplete pass.
Rolling to his right. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. It's a big play there for Vegas, and even 40 yards. Now a play fake here on first down, being chased out left. And his throw is incomplete.
So many times I advocate not challenging coverage downfield, but on this play, I thought he made an excellent decision to actually do so. If that had been complete, that would have been one for the highlight reel.
On second down, Jacobs. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try to defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll take the block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball, in, drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to...
There he goes, left side! And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds to continue to move people.
A big pickup at 38.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a break.
And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Rams have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw here. Dancing to his left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
And once he's getting... trying to keep those eyes downfield, but nothing was materializing. So he makes a smart move and gets that to the sideline.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. On play action, they'll throw. That is caught. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. Back to throw again.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have regained the lead. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Hooker, short throw, it's Higbee. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. So here's a 3rd and 14. Hooker. He's got his target. That's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 10-7 our score after one right here. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Hooker to throw it. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Hooker to the air yet again. That's caught once again by Gallup. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Throwing. Hooker. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
2nd and 9 now. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not thrown perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
They're going to try and throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Jacobs. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's second down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
This is 2nd and 8.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. Got his tight. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
A loss of 2 there, second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Jacobs again, and he's going the wrong way again. He'll lose yardage here back to the 5.
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7 our score.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw here. Forced out to his left. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
The kick by Carlson is good.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field.
And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite at that level and not at that age. But I remember
for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
On 2nd down, Hooker. Short throw, it's Higbee. And Higbee going to have a Rams first down as he'll get this down to the 36.
It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here's Hooker.
Short throw, it's Higbee. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
Trying to throw again here. Hooker. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And the Rams are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. And his kick here is good.
So the long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that maybe they were a yard closer. They would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half.
It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the second half.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback.
Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3.
This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
He finds his man, complete. It's Gomez. That third down conversion good for 23.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? It looks like they're ready to go.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
On 1st and 10, Hooker.
They'll get this one to Cup, complete. And past the 35, will be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be second down.
Hooker's going to throw it. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Again, it's Hooker looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown! Cooper Kupp, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Rams have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember, the last time they were out, they went for it on fourth down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel, or was that analytics that came into play there deciding to go for it on fourth down?
That felt like gut to me. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired, where they are in the game, all those things, that didn't feel like an analytics call. That certainly felt like, hey, I feel like we can get this right now. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for them.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
But when the running game's not working, sometimes you just got to take a few more chances down the field. That's a good effort, but it winds up incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll drop to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Rams will go on offense here with the 1st and 10. Get a look at this offense led by Cooper Kupp as they make their way back onto the field. He's been his typical solid and reliable self, hasn't he, Charles?
When you have that go-to receiver that you can count on in the situation we absolutely have to have him, there's nothing better for anybody who's throwing the football. But the best part is the payoff. 2 touchdowns already. That's the bottom line when you throw the ball to a guy.
Absolutely. Not over 100 yards right now, but he does have the 2 touchdown catches.
Here's a 2nd and 5. From the gun, it's Hooker.
Short throw, it's Higbee. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3. Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved.
Jonah Williams, former first-round pick, the guilty party.
Now after the false start, they need 8 yards here on 3rd down.
Looking to throw, Hooker.
And he is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46.
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
yards rushing for him now in just his first 3 carries. Hooker to throw on 1st and 10. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Rams. A great play there. 27 yards. And the Rams are able to add on to that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And it'll end there as he goes out of bounds, but a heck of a return all the way inside the opposite 40.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard, and while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Week. Back now in Los Angeles. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And the Rams now coming out on the field. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Here's Hooker to throw it. Short throw, it's Higbee. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Now Hooker. He's got his target. That's complete. Sheds off the tackle. Still on his feet. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 64 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Hooker. He's got it. It's Higbee. Touchdown Rams. From 13 yards out. And the Rams are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That's going to be caught by Moss. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
On 2nd down, here's Mitchell.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Mitchell fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run with Mitchell.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Raiders are able to cut into that deficit. So this now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a 1-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
But he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I have to admit, I love the excitement of a 2-point try. You know, to see what's going to happen, and it happens pretty quickly, doesn't it? You get an answer, and in this case, it was unsuccessful for the guys trying it.
Completely unrelated. I just realized that I stole both your pins in this last game. My bad, partner.
Hey, that's okay. Well, and just in the time they went for 2.
Hooker on 1st down. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Throwing. Hooker.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for this with Akers.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
61 yards rushing for him now. He's carried the ball just 5 times. On 1st down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he stopped immediately there. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
3rd down, Hooker looks to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Touchdown, LA! Michael Gallup, 55 yards.
And the Rams are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Hooker going to try to throw for it.
And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. So they go with the pass, and it works there on the two-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts? Passing versus running on two-point conversion. Situational?
It is situational, and you have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a two-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
The Raiders offense coming back out onto the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level. And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off.
What a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
They'll run here with Akers.
A good display of power, but ultimately it gets him just inside the 5 to the 4 and no further. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Akers.
They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1 and one of our early window games here.
Do the he say, she say, getting no delay, run it like relay, bro, you ain't got it like this. In my can't see straight, big fur jacket from eBay, looking timeless. Hey, I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Captain's armband, I'm making key plays. When I'm doing shows, gotta get all prepaid. What you I'm on it, break, no side, no about these ways. I gotta let my skin fade marinate. We gotta toast up, celebrate. Everyone scream next up, but I'm the #1 candidate. Starboy excellence. Them other guys irrelevant. They all on. Zoe Kravitz half white, half melanin. Baby face and a white gold tooth cap. I treat the waiter nice, she love that. I mix the blueberry pie. It's not what I wear, it's how I rock that. If I can buy that twice, I'll cop that. Sweet 110, spot that, chop